Welcome to Supermicro's Accelerate to Next launch event. Today, we're excited to introduce our new family of X11 server and storage products. These products deliver the maximum performance, efficiency, and scalability for today's most demanding workloads. With over 150 new products available for server and storage, we're able to meet the biggest demands of cloud, big data, hyperconverged, and enterprise customers. To help me introduce this new product family, we're happy to have Charles Liang, President, Founder, and CEO of Supermicro, Sesha Krishnapura, who's an Intel Fellow and the CTO of Intel IT. We'll provide a showcase of the new X11 products, and we'll also hear from Lisa Spellman, who's the General Manager at Intel Xeon Products and Data Center Marketing at Intel. Let me give you a little background about our new X11 family. As the name indicates, this is the 11th generation of servers from Supermicro, and it's based on 23 years of technology leadership in that market. And in that 23 years, we've had nonstop revenue growth and profitability. Profitable every quarter for 23 years, over 500% revenue growth since 2010. This is really unmatched in the industry today. 23 years ago, we were founded and headquartered in Silicon Valley, and we're still headquartered there today with the bulk of our engineering, manufacturing, service, and sales resources based here in San Jose. One of the major parts of our growing installed base or customer base is within the enterprise. So we recently announced a 30,000 plus microblade server design win at one of Silicon Valley's Fortune 100 data centers. That 30,000 within this time frame has expanded to actually 45,000 based on the success of the project. The key to this has been able to deliver market-leading efficiency in the data center with a 1.06 PUE. That was delivered by almost 90% improvement in the power and cooling efficiency, as well as a 45 to 65% CapEx savings based on the new disaggregated architecture of this system. And one of the key elements of this design was the ability to sort of come to market or deliver this to market rapidly. So we went from concept to product in data center up and running within 5 weeks. To hear a little bit more about this new disaggregated architecture, I'd like to go to Sesha Krishnapura from Intel.
To meet our unprecedented computing scale growth at 39% year over year, we are making significant innovations in the servers. Apart from the density, we are getting around 10 to 12% performance per core increase with Skylake-based processors. And that's significant. In 2005, the biggest innovation in the server industry was the blade servers. Since then, there are no other innovations that are done till to date. Now we have the disaggregated servers. With this disaggregated server, now we can keep some of the components of the server like power supply, fans, switches, chassis controllers, cables, and chassis itself for more than 10 to 15 years. Whereas we can independently upgrade either the CPU module or the I/O module.
Welcome to Supermicro New Xeon System Introduction. Here at Supermicro, we understand customers need the newest technology as early as possible to drive leading performance and improve their TCO. With our new X11 Xeon scalable process-based solution, customers are able to gain up to 60% extra performance depending on applications. With the industry's strongest and broadest product line, our designs are now just take full advantage of Xeon scalable processors' new features, such as 3 UPI, to improve between CPU data flow, faster DIMM, and up to 28 cores per socket. They are also fully optimized for PCIe, NVMe, and Intel Optane technology, which improve data bandwidth, IOP, latency, and system reliability. For example, from one of our 2U storage servers, we had reached 18 million I/O per second. What a wonderful performance gain! Thank you to NVMe advantage and our optimized system architecture, either direct connect to CPU PCIe bus or through an unique Supermicro proprietary architecture. Those are perfect solutions for today's most advanced applications, such as artificial intelligence, autonomous driving, data analytics, search engine, or high-end hyperconvergence, powerful private cloud, and public cloud. This time, we are also introduced our brand new Big Twin architecture. The new Big Twin platform not only double 1U rack mount computing density, share power supply and cooling fan for sure, but also support 24 DIMM per node, with each node supporting up to 6 hard swappable NVMe or Optane drive. How? This is one of the secret weapons. Recently, our engineer just designed a wonderful, super tiny in size power supply. You see here, 1.6 inch by 1.6 inch. And this tiny in size power supply can deliver 2600 watt power redundancy in the system. Thank you so much to our talent and really hardworking engineer, both in USA, Silicon Valley, and in Taipei. Thank you, our engineer. Also, our new Super Blade provide all the blade architectural advantages while avoiding the traditional blade disadvantage. We don't have a management software that lock in customer because all of our management software is based on industry standard IPMI and Redfish API. So customer can customize, make a patch to our management software and to really optimize the management style they like. That's our Super Blade advantage. Besides, we price our new Super Blade lower than regular 1U rack mount system to further help customers take advantages of our new Blade platform. That makes Supermicro Blade not just great in TCO saving, but also lower initial hardware acquisition cost. Most of our new Xeon platform launched today also support free air cooling. This means no air condition or even water chiller system are needed in customers' data center because our system are able to operate at a 42 or even 45 degrees C. They help customers save tons of energy cost while further protecting our Mother Earth. With so many strong advances from our new product launch, we are ready to grow 50% of our revenue this year. And you are sincerely invited to grow with Supermicro's flagship product line. With this, let me turn the main product advantage to our product management team. Dan, please.
Thanks, Charles. Really appreciate it. All right. Today it's my pleasure to introduce the industry's largest server and storage portfolio based on the new Intel Xeon scalable processors. And today we'll get a special opportunity not only to see some of the systems, but to talk to some of the product managers. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the 2U Ultra. Hi, Jerry. I can see a 2U Ultra here. Tell me what we're showing today.
Glad to, Don. So as you're well aware, for storage, it's always changing. Customers, they're always looking for faster performance, larger capacities, as well as lower latency. What we're offering here is our latest NVMe platform. This is our 2U direct attached NVMe solution. One of the things that we've done with this particular platform is that the 20 direct attached NVMe, we're allocating a total of 80 PCI Express lanes to these 20 drives. That means we're unlocking the full potential of each NVMe drive itself. We're able to achieve 60 gigabytes per second throughput as well as up to 16 million IOPS.
Wait a minute. 20 direct attach NVMe all in a 2U.
That's correct.
Fantastic. What else are we showing?
So like true to all Ultra solutions, we also offer 24 DIMMs to support up to 3 terabytes of memory. And if you do choose to utilize NVDIMMs, you can also incorporate NVDIMMs into this platform. On top of that, we also include redundant titanium power supplies. But one of the key features that our Ultra platform has is the thermal design. We're able to support the latest Intel scalable Xeon processors up to the 205 watts, as well as free air cooling for 40 to 45 degrees Celsius.
Wow, okay. Free air cooling, dual processor across the entire range of Intel scalable processors, 20 direct attach NVMe, all with Ultra architecture. Anything else you want to share?
That's pretty much everything but the kitchen sink, Don.
It's fantastic. So we're showing this in a 2U. It's an entire product range of families, all based on Ultra Supermicro.
That's correct.
All right. Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.
So let's move from the 2U to the 1U. So, Doug, what can you share with the audience about this 1U?
Well, Don, this is the latest member of the Ultra family. It's a 1U system with 20 NVMe drives. And just like Jerry's, these are direct attach NVMe drives. And Don, what that does is that allows us to really improve our performance. And we can achieve up to 43 gigabytes per second of throughput and 9 million IOPS in a system like this. So that's really an incredible opportunity for our customers to be able to optimize their selection of Supermicro systems based on performance, density, and cost.
I mean, that density is incredible. 20 NVMEs in a 1U, and it's based on the Ultra architecture. So share some of the Ultra features in this.
So this does share the features of the Ultra architecture, and several of them are 24 DIMMs, redundant titanium power supplies, and also the Intel Xeon scalable processors.
Nice. Fantastic. 20 NVMe. I don't think there's anything in the industry that can rival that for density.
Definitely not.
Performance, scalability. Very cool. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug.
Appreciate it. Okay, so you've seen the 2U and 1U Ultra. Now let's move to another product family where Supermicro maintains leadership, and that's in the Big Twin. So, Bill, what can you tell the audience about the Big Twin?
Okay, done. So the Big Twin is the 5th generation of our breakthrough twin architecture to support 2 hot-swappable DP nodes in 2U form factor. So let's take a look inside. It's a lot of great feature.
Let me hold this up for you.
Okay. So with the Big Twin, each node we can support the dual Intel Lattice, a wide range of the scalable processors up to 205 watt. And also we maximize the memory capacity up to 3 terabyte with a 24 DIMM. And also we total 3 PCIe add-on card can be installed to the system. And one of them called SIOM. This SIOM is a very special card designed by Supermicro. It can support flexible networking selections. So we can select either 1 gigabit Ethernet, 10G, 25G, 100G, Omnipath, or even InfiniBand. It's a lot of different selection for customer.
Well, it seems like whatever network the customer would want, it's there. I see the add-on card capability. Incredible on the full range of Intel Xeon scalable processors. No compromise at 24 DIMMs.
No compromise, and also we have 2 more add-on cards on top of it.
That's pretty incredible, and I hear there's some pretty cool storage stuff along that comes along with this as well.
That's right. So I think that Jerry and Doug just introduced the NVMe solutions. Actually, the Big Twin is the first and the only one to support a full range of the NVMe solution in the multi-node server. So you can see in the front, we support total 24 all-flash NVMe, and we also can support a SAT 3 or a setup 3 for customer to select by their applications. And most important thing is that in each node, other than the hot swappable drive, we still can support 1 more SATA DOM and 2 more NVMe. So we have a lot of storage capability.
That's some incredible versatility and scalability. So I understand it's 4 nodes in one enclosure, no compromise on processors, memory, fabric, storage. How the heck did you fit all this into a 2U chassis?
Yeah, that's some secret Charles just mentioned earlier. So this is all the feature we make it happen because we have this new technology. It's a space-saving power stick design. That allows us to have a better thermal improvement, and also it's a better thermal efficiency, and also we can make a lot of feature here happen.
Fantastic. Pretty strong testament to Supermicro engineering.
Thank you.
Very cool. And I can see this has got great traction in data centers and the hyperconverged space and other
HPC,
big market segments, yeah. HPC. Very nice. So the Supermicro Big Twin family.
Correct.
All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
Bill. Okay, so let's take a look at another family that's getting a lot of buzz in the industry, and that's based around an Intel coprocessor. Sarosh, tell me what we're showing today.
Hi, Don. We have here our 1U system with 4 coprocessors and 2 CPUs. This is a system targeted at applications in the HPC space which are compute-bound. Applications such as deep learning training, big data analytics, and BI. For those kind of applications, a CPU alone is not enough, and you need a coprocessor to get the high parallel performance compute that is needed. What makes the system unique is three features: its density, its versatility, and scalability.
I think I can remember that. Density, versatility, scalability. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Right. So as you see out here, within a compact 1U form factor, we've got 4 coprocessors, all high-performance compute up to 300 watts at 35 degrees Celsius. And these are hosted by 2 high-performance CPUs. These will come from the Intel Xeon Scalable Processor family, and it's powered by this high-efficiency, redundant 2,000-watt titanium-level power supply. So basically a lot of performance in a small form factor.
Well, that's incredible. I can see with your design, you've got no preheating of the coprocessor.
Exactly. They all in the front. They all get the fresh air. No coprocessor preheating over here.
Scale to maximum performance with the Intel Xeon Scalable processors.
Right. So let me talk a little bit about the versatility. This system supports coprocessors and GPUs for compute acceleration, both active and passively cooled. Many different models, including the new Intel Xeon Phi.
Well, that's the V for versatility, huh?
Uh-huh.
Tell me some scalability stuff.
Right. We've got high-performance networking to connect the 4 coprocessors to each other as well as to the host CPUs. In addition to that, we can rack these multiple systems in a rack, and those can be connected by high-performance networking through a 100 gig OmniPath fabric.
Wow. Okay. Pretty cool. Anything else you want to share?
Right. So this is we are market leaders in this space, and we expect to strengthen our position further. Right now, we see a lot of activity going on in deep learning. A lot of different companies are seeing how deep learning can help address their needs. This addresses those markets with the latest technology from both Intel and Supermicro. We've been in this market for a while. We know what our customers' requirements are, and this is targeted to their needs and also to maximize their ROI.
Fantastic. So essentially, it's a full family of products that we're launching today.
Yes, this is one system I'm showing here today, but we've got a family of X11 products coming out, 1U, 2U, 4U.
Fantastic.
The broadest set of accelerator solutions in the market.
It sure is getting market buzz, as I said. So thank you very much, Sarosh. Okay. The Intel coprocessor acceleration solutions. Now let's move on to another product family that Supermicro is leading the industry with, and that's the Supermicro SuperBlade. And I think we've got some really cool new things to share. So Rahul, what can we share with the audience?
Sure, thanks. Basically, we have the Supermicro SuperBlade solution. Really excited about showing that to you. But let me, step back a little bit and see, how we designed this next generation of X11 SuperBlade using the latest Intel technology, which is the Intel Scalable Processor family.
Okay.
And what we have done is, recently we've had great success in the Blade form factor. We're shipping 20,000 nodes a month to some of our data centers. So we looked at, some of the applications that our customers are doing, some of the workloads that they're running, and, really dig deep into what are the things that would enable our customers to, A, lower their initial acquisition cost, and B, lower the total cost of ownership while getting a great flexibility and performance and reliability that they've come to expect from Supermicro.
Wow. So I heard a pretty bold statement from our CEO that the acquisition cost is lower, but you're saying that the total cost of ownership, the TCO, is actually lower as well.
That's right. So when we talk about the initial acquisition cost, with the Blade form factor, that we have, you could actually buy the components or buy the Blade products that you need, and scale that up as your data center grows, as your workloads grow, as your requirements grow. You basically have the option of scaling that up, and that's the beauty of it. You also reduce cabling, which is associated with other solutions. Basically, this being a Blade form factor.
So you've got my attention with this cost, but how are you as far as the different solutions you offer? Am I limited in any way? I mean, tell me what we're offering here in a Blade family.
So when we say the initial acquisition cost, we also have there's great specs on the Blade. So we have 8U form factor.
Okay. So I'm looking at an 8U.
You're looking
right
at an 8U form factor. There's also a 6U form factor.
There's also a 4U form factor
Okay.
that gives you some of the scalability and the lower initial acquisition cost. You could basically buy what you need and then move on towards, expanding your data center.
So each of these is an actual server node, you're basically saying. What kind of processors do we support?
That's right. So this is a 2-socket blade, half height, which supports the Intel Xeon scalable family of processors, and all the way up to 205 watt. So, that's another great thing with that. We have on the 2-socket, you support the 205 watt processors. This is the 4-socket one. So this 4-socket version has 48 DIMM slots, again, support for up to 205 watt processors, and great for some of these in-memory applications or where you want the data basically very close to your processor. So that's a great product out that we have. So very good horsepower in terms of support for the Intel Xeon scalable processors, and different form factors. You got the half height, 2-socket, you got the full height, 4-socket, and different form factors for the enclosures.
So I can see why it's getting such traction in data centers, but how do you address reliability, where reliability is so critical?
That's another place where Supermicro takes the lead. So what we have done is have a BBP module, which is a battery backup power module that comes along with the enclosure as part of your power solution. What it does, it allows for an orderly shutdown of the blades in case there's a power trip or a power failure. It does not let the data be lost in terms of your server just shuts down and the data is lost. It allows you for, like I said, an orderly shutdown of the data of the servers.
Fantastic. So normally that's done by a UPS. Are you
That's
telling
right.
me I can get rid of my UPS?
There you go again. So that's the TCO part of it. You get rid of the expensive UPS solution. You use the optional battery backup power module and lower your TCO. So all in all, a great solution.
Wow. Higher reliability, lower cost, better TCO. Pretty incredible.
And great management features.
I can see why you're so enthusiastic about this. It's really a cool product lineup. So thanks, Rahul.
Thanks, Don.
All right. So let's move now to the Supermicro storage family of products. And Paul, I'd like you to share with the audience, what are we showing here today?
So Don, today we're introducing our latest generation, our X11 generation of our capacity maximized top loading servers. So again, we've been shipping these for quite a while. They've been very popular, but now we have the latest and greatest with the Intel scalable processors. So the big advantage of the top loading systems, of course, is that you have easy access to the drive bays from the top. And again, a huge amount of capacity that you could put into this. So with the 3.5-inch drives in our 60 bay offering, you have more than half a petabyte of storage in 4U. That's true even for our 45 bay, which again, we have another model that's 45. It's a little bit shorter depth, so it fits into a standard depth rack. And this is great for Asia market, and there's other places where they may have power restraints or rack depth restraints. So again, with our 90 bay, which we couldn't even bring out here, huge box. With that system, we can actually get to 10 petabytes in a 42U rack. So huge amount of capacity that we're able to deliver with the top loading systems.
My head's shaking. It's like, wow, 10 petabytes in a rack, all with Supermicro top loading family of servers. So I'm looking at the 60 bay. What other features can you tell me about that are so
again,
important?
one of the things that as a server company, our strength is in that processor plant, right? The thing that's driving performance, driving the storage applications is that server motherboard architecture. And as you've seen today, we've got the latest and the greatest Intel scalable processors, and this is a dual processor system. So essentially a very similar architecture to what you'd see in the Big Twin. Dual processors, 24 DIMMs, and it even leverages that SIOM card that Bill talked about earlier. But the real secret weapon of this, compared to any other top loading system on the market, is the 6 NVMe bays that are featured right in the top of this thing. So basically, what you can get out of that is cache tiering. You can get essentially a performance tier of storage that can be used in any application. So for example, with Ceph, this is used for journaling, making these drives much faster than the rest of the system. So again, it influences the performance you'll get out of the box by having a very fast tier and a slower tier.
So it sounds like what I'm hearing is that we've leveraged Supermicro server technology to put all the compute and networking power into the system to control the storage, to bring that server technology into addressing new markets.
That's right. I mean, software defined is huge. In the past, you used to have to buy an embedded system, right? You would have no control of the software. You'd have no control. It was just basically a turnkey system. Now with software defined, people are looking at ways that they can tweak the software and they have flexibility. They own their own destiny. Supermicro is the guy that can give that to you because, again, it's a server, but then it has a huge amount of capacity that lets that happen. The other thing that we have in these servers is that history of storage and shipping our Supermicro storage servers. We've been shipping them for many years using SAS architectures, using all the different interconnects. Again, NVMe for Supermicro is now at second generation. Most companies are just starting to roll out their NVMe technology. We're in mature technology in our architectures. So all that experience has led to a product like this that gives you performance and capacity in one box.
And I think it's important to let everyone know that this is part of an entire product family of storage servers. It goes from the top loading to, I think you may have mentioned, Simply Double, and others that Supermicro has shown leadership in storage.
So yeah, so this architecture, the motherboard complex here that's in the top loaders is the same motherboard complex that would be on our Simply Double architecture, also launching, which is a 2U form factor with, again, the greatest density you can get into those 2U form factors. So really a good story for anyone who's wanting to do high capacity, high performance storage with a partner like Supermicro.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks.
Really appreciate it. All right, Supermicro SuperStorage family of products. Okay, so you can see why I'm so excited. With over 100 products launching based on the Intel Xeon Scalable processors, you can see that Supermicro truly is the industry leader in server and storage solutions. And with that, I want to turn it back over to Michael.
All right, thank you, Don.
All right, Michael, thanks.
In addition to the Xeon Scalable family, we also collaborate with Intel across a broad range of technologies, from NVMe to rack scale design to FPGA compute to OmniPath architectures. To talk more about this collaboration, we have Lisa Spellman, Vice President, Data Center Group at Intel.
The combination of Intel's engineering expertise that went into making Intel Xeon Scalable truly designed for the data center, put together with Supermicro's expertise in bringing together both server and storage platforms for the market as early adopters, huge innovators, and they always are picking up the latest and greatest technology. I think what customers will see is performance for sure. This generation offers over 1.6x average performance improvement from generation to generation. That's huge in just over a year. And then when you look back to what's actually the installed base, you start to see numbers like over 4x performance improvement for things like virtualized workloads. I think the combination of the Intel engineering, the Supermicro expertise is really going to deliver a great customer experience. The Intel Xeon Scalable processor is something that we're very excited about at Intel. I'll give you a few reasons why. First, it's truly architected for the data center. It's meant and built to deliver to compute, storage, and network workloads. On top of that, we think it addresses IT infrastructure's most important needs: performance, security, and agility. We've put unique features in that deliver on all three of those fronts, and I think you start to see it immediately as you look at solutions coming to market. The performance is really outstanding, over 1.6x average across a wide variety of workloads. And when you look back to installed base of technology, think of 4-year-old servers, you start to see numbers that are more like 4x, 4.2x. That improvement is going to deliver TCO right away with an immediate refresh. Looking forward, I see opportunity for continued innovation. The industry knows that Intel will not stop our data center innovation and delivery of new performance, new products, new capabilities, generation on generation, and we can count on our partners like Supermicro to deliver on that promise as well. Like I said, that 150 platforms is impressive. Let's see what they can do next generation.
Thank you, Lisa, and thanks everyone for joining us today for the new launch of our new X11 products. If you want to find more about these products, go to supermicro.com/X11. Thanks again for joining us. Have a good rest of your day.